if I told you that somewhere in the world, a single grape can cost more than your phone? That there are melons so rare, they're locked in glass cases like jewelry? And that the price of one strawberry could buy you dinner at a 5-star restaurant? These are not ordinary fruits. They're symbols of luxury, patience, and perfection, grown by master farmers who treat them like living art. Welcome to a journey through orchards of gold and gardens of fortune. This is the most expensive fruits in the world. 10. White Jewel Strawberry, Japan. At first glance, this strawberry looks wrong pale, almost white, with a blush of pink. But that's exactly what makes the white jewel strawberry so valuable. Grown by only a few farmers in Japan's Saga Prefecture, these strawberries lack the enzyme that produces red pigment, but they taste even sweeter. Each one is carefully wrapped and sold for around $10-15. It's like eating a ghost of a strawberry, beautiful, rare, and unforgettable. 9. Buddha-shaped pears, China. In China, some farmers craft pears shaped like tiny Buddhas. They place the young fruit into plastic molds. As it grows, it forms into a perfect seated Buddha shape. They're seen as lucky fruits, believed to bring health and prosperity. Although they sell for only a few dollars locally, collectors have paid up to $500 per piece for the first limited batches. It's art, faith, and fruit all in one. 8. Taiyo no Tamago Mangoes, Japan. In the southern Miyazaki Prefecture, the sun burns bright, hence the name Taiyo no Tamago, or egg of the sun. These mangoes are so perfect they glow red-orange, with flawless skin and honey-like flavor. To qualify, each mango must weigh over 350 grams and have at least 15% sugar content. Every year, the first pair of the season is auctioned off and can reach up to $3,000. Their taste? Locals say it's so creamy, it feels like the fruit melts on your tongue. 7. Square melons, Japan. Japan strikes again with another masterpiece, square melons. Farmers in Zentsuji place young melons into square, glass boxes while they're still growing, shaping them into perfect cubes. They're grown not for eating, but for decoration, perfectly stacked in high-end stores or hotels. Each cube sells for around $200. Though the taste is secondary, it's all about aesthetics. These melons are the definition of food art. 6. The Lost Gardens Pineapple, UK. Across the globe, in Cornwall, England, lies a secret Victorian greenhouse, the Lost Gardens of Heligan. Here, gardeners have revived an ancient method of growing pineapples using compost-heated pits filled with horse manure and straw, just like the 1800s. Each pineapple takes 2 years to grow. Because they're so rare and labor-intensive, they're valued at around $16,000 each. They're not for sale, they're considered national treasures. But one was once gifted to Queen Elizabeth II, making it truly royal fruit. 5. Densic Watermelon, Japan. You might think all watermelons look alike until you see this one. The Densic watermelon, grown only on Japan's Hokkaido Island, has a dark black rind with no stripes, sleek, glossy, and mysterious. Only about 100 are harvested each year, and each comes with a serial number and wooden presentation box. The taste? Exceptionally crisp and subtly sweet. Not too watery or too soft. In 2008, one sold at auction for over $6,000. For most people, that's an entire month's rent for one watermelon. 4. Sembakia Queen Strawberries, Japan. In the heart of Tokyo stands Sembakia, Japan's oldest luxury fruit shop, often compared to a jewelry boutique. Inside, you won't find gold rings or diamonds, you'll find strawberries. But not just any strawberries. The Sembakia Queen Strawberries. Each strawberry is grown in a controlled greenhouse environment, measured for symmetry and tested for flavor and aroma. Only the top 5% are selected to be sold under the Queen label. A box of 6 costs around $85, that's over $14 per strawberry. Their sweetness is so intense, locals say it's like eating perfume made of fruit. 3. Sakaiichi Apple, Japan. In Japan, even an apple can be a masterpiece. The Sakaiichi apple, meaning world's #1, lives up to its name. Each apple is hand-washed in honey-infused water, hand-polished until it shines like glass, and stamped with its own number of authenticity. They're massive, about the size of a grapefruit, and weigh nearly a pound each, at around $20 to $25 per apple. It's not the most expensive fruit on this list, but it's one of the most beloved for its flawless texture and honey-sweet taste. In Japan, it's often given as a New Year's gift, a symbol of prosperity and luck. 2. Ruby Roman grapes, Japan. Next, we travel to Ishikawa Prefecture, where every summer, farmers harvest something extraordinary: ruby Roman grapes. Each grape is the size of a ping pong ball, glowing deep red under the sun. To qualify as a ruby Roman, each grape must weigh at least 20 grams, have perfect color, and contain exactly the right sugar level, no more, no less. These grapes aren't sold by weight, but by prestige. In 2020, a single bunch of 24 grapes sold for $11,000. That's about $450 per grape. Why? Because in Japan, fruit is more than food, it's a sacred gift. People gift these to business partners, newlyweds, and even politicians as a sign of deep respect. 1. Yubari King Melon, Japan. Our journey begins in the land of perfection, Japan. Here, on the northern island of Hokkaido, in a small city called Yubari, farmers grow what's known as the Yubari King Melon, the crown jewel of fruits. Every melon is hand-pollinated, wrapped in protective foam, and checked for symmetry every single day. They must be perfectly round, with a net-like pattern so even it looks computer-drawn. And when two melons are paired with identical patterns and size, they're auctioned as a royal pair. In 2019, the pair sold for $45,000 at auction. The buyer? A supermarket chain that wanted to make headlines, and it worked. Imagine slicing a fruit worth more than a car, just to taste sweetness said to be like sunshine and honey. You might be wondering why spend thousands on fruit. It's not just about flavor, it's about devotion. In Japan especially, fruit symbolizes effort, care, and beauty. Farmers dedicate their lives to mastering soil, sunlight, and water, often focusing on just one crop for decades. Each fruit is the product of hundreds of small, perfect decisions. The result isn't food, it's a living sculpture. And when buyers spend thousands, they're not buying calories, they're buying art, culture, and respect. From golden orchards to icy mountains, from the smallest grape to the grandest melon, every fruit on this list tells a story of human passion and nature's perfection. The next time you bite into a simple apple or a slice of watermelon, remember, somewhere in the world, there's a farmer growing its royal cousin, one that might cost more than your car. Because in the end, the world's most expensive fruits aren't just rare, they remind us that even the simplest things in life can become priceless when done with love.